That's what I want to say. Before we get into football, I feel it's necessary. We have to talk about Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, bro, come
What
on now.
he did the
How did
other
I
night.
forget?
What he did the other night. He went into the game with 49 stolen bases, 48 home runs. He ended the game with 51 stolen bases and 51 home runs, I
51 home
think it
runs.
was. Yeah. He went 6 for 6,
Six
three
for six
home
or six.
runs,
Come on, man.
3 home runs, 5 extra base hits, 4 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and 10 RBIs. I mean, that's a game. That's almost a whole week of stats for a lot of players right there,
Yeah,
man.
it is. It's true. You talk about a double
Crazy,
header.
man.
Somebody having an excellent double header going 6 for 6. Excellent double header, man. If this dude does it in one game, and then on top of that, the legendary 50-50 club, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on top of that, this is what's going to being baseball analyst for a long time, because in baseball today, where bases aren't stolen as much, and we can look at Ellie De La Cruz as the only one right now that can even threaten something like that. But then he has to get the home run part of it. We know he's going to get
Yeah,
the stolen bases. That
I
home
love
run part is
Ellie.
the hard part.
I love Ellie. He's my favorite current player, but I don't know if he's gonna get to 50.
Nah, I don't think so either. And it's not a knock against him. Well, they just
No,
got rid of
he's a
his manager,
shortstop.
so yeah, it's not exactly. Even today with bigger shortstops, and all that, they're not the Ozzie Smith kind of guys who can get 20 home runs in a career and still make the Hall of Fame. He's one of those new breed players who steals bases like crazy, puts the bat on the ball. He gives you some intermittent home runs, but he's not going to hit 50 home runs or 40 home runs unless he goes back to the juice era. But yeah, Ohtani and doing what he had done, absolutely insane. And you think about the 50-50 club, and you think about all of these other players who've done one but not the other. Ricky Henderson got all these stolen bases, but where are the home runs? But so-and-so got all these home runs, but where are the stolen bases?
Right.
You can't get it.
But what's crazy is this is the first year that he hasn't pitched, right? So
Yeah.
he's like, all right, I can't pitch. Well, watch this. Watch what I do at the plate. Because he hasn't come close to these numbers, batting in the
Nah,
past.
because he was
But
doing
who
too
can
many
blame him?
things.
He was pitching every fifth day. But now, like, if he just wanted to be an outfielder, he could make a run for the greatest player of all time, man.
That's the truth, man. It's the truth. And people, these old curmudgeons, they may not want to give him that title because they just can't get off of the nostalgia from years ago. And even Babe Ruth, you talk about Babe Ruth, but he pitched and played as well. So if he's doing better than Babe Ruth did pitching and playing, what can you do? And arguably, he's playing, not arguably, I think legitimately, he's playing against better players than what Babe Ruth played against, because it's an international game now. It's an international game where the best of the best around the world who could make it to the majors are playing it. And as baseball does go, I still believe one of the hardest, if not the hardest game to play in terms of getting to the major leagues, because of all the different layers you have with A ball, a double A ball, triple A ball, everything in between, winter ball, all of these different things that you may not be good enough to even get to the majors. To go through the ranks and end up in the majors and then dominate the way you have. He didn't have to do it because he came from Japan, but come on, man. And he dominated over there. He's over here doing the same damn thing when people thought he couldn't. And here he is, and it's only going to get better. Now, does he pitch next year? That's the plan.
The Dodgers might need him to. They had like 7, 8 starting pitchers, but they all haven't been healthy.
That's like baseball all over the place now. These guys can't stay healthy.
They might need him to pitch, but I might have to sit him down and be like, what do you really want to do? Look what you did, focusing just being
just
an
on
outfielder,
baseball, just on batting
without having to pitch. We can get the pitching done. How about you just focus on playing the outfield? Now, if he wants to do both, I don't know, but I think it really shortens his career at some point.
Make him a closer or something like that. Make him a damn closer.
Well, yeah, I said that too. Make him a closer.
Just throw gas, man. That's it. The last
it'll be
gas.
like Little League, bring in the right fielder to close the ninth.
That's it, man. Danny Almonte in the MLB. That's what he would be. But you know what? And man, I'm looking up. Look, and I think it will be more of an economic thing, because you want to see how much money you can get. If you're doing all of these things instead of just two of these things. If you're just stealing bases and hitting balls, that's one income bracket. But when you add in being a top-notch pitcher, that's even more money.
He already got his contract.
Yeah, he got his bag, bro. He got the bag, but there's always room for another bag. And these older guys, if you can stay healthy, you're going to get the other bag, the huge bag. You know, now his hockey is different because they get these 10 and 15-year contracts. In baseball, they're not doing that. They just front loading every contract they just give you. But in this guy, man, I think it's not even about the money for him, the way he's going about just taking the smaller salary because of all the other money he's getting in Japan and endorsements here. But yeah, shout out to Ohtani, who certainly deserves it. Completely.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I know once we get into football, it's all football.
And that's a damn shame to not even put him in front of the AJ nonsense, man, after what just happened. He should have been in front based on what he had done. That's more legendary than what happened on Saturday night.
I'm sure he's going to get the MVP. It's going to be his first time in the playoffs, more than likely. I don't think they've clinched a spot yet, but that's going to be exciting, man. I can't wait for baseball playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the world's going to get a chance to see him on the stage. And, you know, I know hearing his name is one thing, but now getting a chance to see him at bat in games, meaningful games in postseason play, with it really on the line. Does he step up to the challenge? Is he Barry Bonds, who doesn't step up to the challenge in the postseason? We'll find out. You have to get there first for us to find out. You could be Mr. May like Dave Winfield, or Mr. October like freaking Reggie Jackson. But now it's Mr. November here in baseball these days.